Not allowed to ask a Chinese person where a Chinese restaurant is. I mean, aren't we all getting a little too sensitive? I'm someone asked me if this is right. I don't fly off the hand.
So anyway, what's the status with
China, calm down. Talk to her today. In fact, I'm gonna see her tonight.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Everin, can everybody hear Everin fine? Because I'm having a kind of a difficult time hearing Everin.
Neither do I.
Same here.
Oh, it is difficult. Okay. Everin, the connection is, you're breaking up so much. Can you try this sentence again, please?
Okay. She kinda calm down. I talked to her today. In fact, I'm gonna see her tonight.
Okay, Everin, I'm going to ask you, this program does take memory, and if possible, can you restart your computer and join us again? That might help. Could you do that?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Everin. Okay. Let me have...
Okay.
Zulma, can you jump in and take over Jerry's line here?
Okay.
Okay.
You know? You know.
Let's start with this one. She kind of calmed down.
Okay. Okay. Hey. She can calm down. I talked to her today. In fact, I'm gonna see her tonight.
Oh, great.
Yeah, but I am a little uncomfortable and afraid and I'm making another mistake.
Oh, come on.
Hello, hello.
Hey, are you home? Hi.
Oh, the house looks very nice.
Yeah? Huh?
Where's the mail?
Hello, Jerry.
Hello.
So how was the trip?
Oh, your father?
Is there anything wrong with getting a receipt at a toll booth?
I'm going upstairs.
The stack should be bigger. Where's the TV guide?
What TV guide?
I'm missing TV guide, volume 41, number 31.
Elaine took it to read on the subway.
Elaine took it?
I didn't know she took it.
Well, he's 2 weeks old.
How could you let her take the TV guide?
He collects them.
You collect TV guide?
The nerve of that woman walking into my house stealing my collectibles.
Oh my God, this was in our bed.
What is this? A prophylactic wrapper?
What is this doing on my bed?
I don't know.
See you later.
You were sleeping on our bed?
Yes.
Who told you you could sleep in our bed?
Well, my bed is too small.
Your bed is too small? I'm gone 2 weeks. I'm gone 2 weeks, and you turn our house into Bourbon Street.
Where am I going to sleep?
What are you talking about?
I can't sleep in there.
Of course you can.
I can't. I can't. Frank?
That's it. You are grounded.
You can't ground me. I'm a grown man.
You want to live here? You respect the rules of our house. You are grounded.
Great job, you guys. Very good, very good, very good. Especially the ladies did excellent job acting, and then Jazz came and did a good job. Alexander, you sound like RoboCop. Let me check Everin. Everin, how is your mic now?
Can you hear me, Shane?
I think it might be a bit better. Yes, your voice sounds somewhat clear. So hopefully we're not going to have a problem. Once again, sometimes for this software, it's best to turn off all the other applications and restart your computer. That helps me because I do that before the Hangouts. So I hope that the connection is going to be good. Let me go back to RoboCop. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
There you go. Give me the expression. That was much better. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
Very good, very good. And let me go to Evren. Which way is Israel?
Yeah. It is better.
Oh, it's still that connection is bad, Evren. It's too bad. Let's try it again. Okay, that was good. I don't fly off the handle. That was good. That was good. Evren, your mic is really in and out. Not much better. About the same, Evren. Is it the internet connection, I'm wondering? Hang with us, Evren. Hang with us.
I'm trying to restart.
I think it's the internet, though. That's too bad. Too bad. Okay, let me go to RoboCop again. What's the status with?
What's the status with?
Good. So be careful with the TH first of all. With. Good. And we do say two pronunciation: status and status. Okay. So Alexander, please. Status, status.
Status, status.
Very good. Get more of a flat T. Status.
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 Okay. Try and say it faster. Status, status.
Status, status.
It sounds better. Sounds better. And let me go to. I'll take this one to Zulma. She kind of calmed down.
She kind of calmed down.
Very good. In fact.
In fact.
Yeah, this is that American A, that short A sound. Fact. Fact.
Fact. Fact.
Good. In fact, I'm going to see her tonight.
In fact, I'm going to see her tonight.
Okay, I'm going to see her tonight was good. In fact.
In fact.
Fact.
No. Fact.
Okay, let's do this. Happy. Happy.
Happy.
Okay, good. Happy.
Happy.
Hoppy.
No. Happy.
Okay, so your hoppy is no problem. It's this A. Let's try another one. Apple.
Apple.
A. Okay, that was better, but watch me now. When you're done, it's not close. Open up. A. Perfect. Now what you have to do is you have to practice that sound and train your ear for that sound. It's not easy. Apple.
Apple.
That sounds much better. Happy.
Happy.
Okay, apple sounded better. You got to keep practicing. And I know that Alberto has a method. I forgot what he said. But you might want to ask Alberto for that ah sound too, okay? Okay, good, good. And this one too. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of making another mistake.
I'm afraid of making another mistake.
Perfect, perfect. And let me go back to Alex. Hey, you're home. Be nice. Your mom and dad just came home. Ah, hey, you're home.
Hey, you're home.
Very good, very good, very good. Okay, and this was to Jinhong. Jinhong, you have to be angry. Ah, your father.
Ah, your father.
Very good, very good. I'm going upstairs.
I'm gonna upstairs.
Very good, very good.
Thank you.
Alexander, took, a little bit shorter. Took. I didn't know she took it.
I didn't know she took it.
Very good. Took it, took it.
Took it, took it.
Very good, very good. And then for, Jaskara. I'm gone 2 weeks. Gone. It's an AW sound. I'm gone 2 weeks.
I'm gone 2 weeks.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. And that was it. Now that's the first scene. I'm going to skip right now. We're going to go right to the next one. Winona, Jerry. Is it just those two? Yeah. So let's do Alex, your Jerry, and Zulma, your Winona.
So, where are we gonna go?
Oh, I thought we'd eat at the Gentle Harvest.
Oh, I love that place, but it's usually so crowded. Can we get a table?
Don't worry. I might dress
Wait, what?
I arranged for the appropriate accommodations and then nick tickets for seats.
How did you get these?
Got them on the street from a skull.
Going who?
One of those guys.
What guys?
You know the guys that they sell the tickets to the street events.
Oh,
Wait a second. You got the Mark McEwan TV guide?
that's Al Rocker.
Oh well, there are both chubby weathermen. I get them.
Deloise.
Deloise, Paul, Prothomi, mix it up too. Could I have this?
Sure, take it.
Thanks.
Okay, good job, good job. Now, Alexander, you had many TH problems this time, but first, let me start with Zulma. Zulma, how do you read this?
Well,
How do you read this, Zulma?
where?
Can you see the OH?
Oh.
So, the OH,
I say, oh.
there you go. So the OH, we say O, and the OOH, we say ooh. Okay, so this is that, ooh, I love that place.
Oh.
One more time, ooh, I love that place.
Oh, I love that place.
Very good, very good. But it's usually so crowded.
But it's usually so crowded.
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 There you go, there you go. Now, this word here, usually, perfect pronunciation is correct, but most Americans usually.
Usually.
There you go. It's usually so crowded.
It's usually so crowded.
Very good, very good. Alexander, TH, I arranged for the appropriate accommodations. Appropriate accommodation.
I arranged for the appropriate accommodations.
Very good. Nick tickets, floor seats.
Nick tickets, floor seats.
There you go. These are very expensive, very difficult to buy tickets, so you must be excited, okay? What would be similar in Moscow? What would be a very difficult to get sports event? National hockey team?
I don't know. It will be difficult to find any tickets.
Everything is
maybe rockstar concert like Madonna or something like that.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, maybe. Yeah.
Lady Gaga, front row seats.
With Madonna, it sounded better, I think.
Very good, very good. Okay, how do we read this word? What's the perfect pronunciation for this word? Anybody? The perfect pronunciation is a. So in this sentence, Jerry says, one of those guys. One more time.
One of those guys.
Very good. So remember, this is thinking sound, so we need to go slow. One of those guys.
One of those guys.
Very good, very good. And look at all these THs. You did terrible, Alexander. Try this sentence again.
Yeah, I was bad. The guys that they sell the tickets to the sold-out events.
Perfect. One more time. That was perfect. One more time.
The guys that they sell the tickets to the sold-out events.
Great job. Very good. Very good. Mark McEwen.
Mark McEwen.
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 There you go. There you go.
McEwen.
And TH again. They're both chubby weathermen.
Oh, well, they are both.
Perfect.
By the way, what is the right pronunciation of both? Both.
It's an aspirated TH. Both.
Okay, they are both chubby weathermen.
Very good. Very good. Good job. All right, let's go to the next scene. This time I want Evren to be Jerry and Jaskaran to be Elaine. Let's pray that Evren's microphone is perfect.
Okay. So, when I TV, don't you like me up to?
Evren, it sounds worse. Hold on a second, Evren. Let me try something here. Yeah. Let me try something. Hold up, Evren. No, I don't have much control. I was looking to see if I had control over your microphone. I don't know if it's the microphone problem or the internet problem. It sounds like it could be the microphone, but I'm not sure. Say something again, Evren.
Actually, let's try it one more time.
Okay.
So, when I hit the TV guide, told you it makes up to you.
Okay, that does sound a little bit better. Jaskaran?
So Mr. Costanza was pretty mad, huh?
Yeah, you almost ruined his life's work.
He collects these?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, I'll personally go out to Queens and deliver his all-rocker TV guide to him.
What did you do with the one you took?
I don't know.
Okay, great job. Jaskaran, Al Roker.
Al Roker.
Yeah, it's like Alan or Alfred. It's that short A sound, Al Roker.
Al Roker.
Very good, very good. And let me go to Everin. It's the same as Alexander earlier. Took. What did you do with the one you took?
What did you do with the one you took?
Perfect. That was much better, much shorter sound. Good. Okay. This is the end of the text, basically. Did you see the glossary? Did you see Al Roker and Mark McEwen? They do look very similar, but more than these two guys, look at these two guys, Tom DeLuise and Paul Prudhomme. They look like twins. They're different people. Unbelievable.
Yes.
Both of these guys, or all of these guys, are fat. These two guys, it's funny because an overweight black TV weatherman and overweight black TV weatherman. Same job for these guys. This guy is an actor, and this guy is a chef. But anyway, very, very difficult things to understand unless you're an American. Any questions about anything in Seinfeld?
Yeah, pronunciation. The
Go ahead, Jessica.
second last. Yeah, how did you, in the answer video, you did teach us this, but I'm still having a hard time getting it. How did you, something like that? How did you do that?
Yeah, where was it? Well, anyway, I can just write it over.
What did you do that?
Okay, so the sentences are, how did you do that? But then if we contract it, we can just say, how'd you do that? And Jaskaran, how many pronunciations for you?
Yeah, 3.
What are they?
You, yeah, and you, yeah.
That's right. We got you,
Yeah. And you,
Yeah.
you,
and yeah. That's right. So which is the most common?
yeah,
Yep. And then we got the dy together. We get that j sound. So j, right?
yep,
Okay. And then the how, we just have a ha. So how'd
Haja.
How'd you do that?
How'd you do that?
If we keep this, we can still say, how did you do that? How did you do that?
How did you do that? Yeah, this one, how did you do that?
Yeah, so here it is. Did ya?
How did you do that?
Okay, that's better. How did you
do that?
Perfect. How did you do that?
How did you do that?
How'd you do that?
How did you do that?
How did you do that?
How did you do that?
There you go. It sounds good. It's just practice.
Could you please compare it to how do you do that?
Oh, sure. Let me write it down first. How do you do that? 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 How did you do that? How did you do that? How'd you do that? How'd you do that? So the big key is in both of these, if we're going to say it quickly, we're going to have that j sound. That j sound is going to be pretty strong. Okay? Whoops. The hell was that? And here, there's going to be no j. How do you do that? How do you do that? How did you do that? How did you do that? How'd you do that? How'd you do that? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We could say, how did you do that? How did you? How did you? How did you? We could have a dia sound. How did you do that? How did you do that? How do you do that? How did you do that? How do you do that? How did you do that? How do you do that? How did you do that? That's very tough, very difficult. You got to get that rhythm.
Yeah, I'm gonna practice it.
That tempo, that's right, yeah. But once again, usually Americans are going to have a j, which will help you, that will help you distinguish the two. Jinhong.
Yes, the question is how to distinguish the pronunciation double O. For example, now you have the right one, tuk. You said it's a schwa sound, but for example, school, the pronunciation is oo.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry, there's no method. This is one of those very frustrating things for students and teachers. This is a tuk. This is a tool. And basically, you have to memorize the pronunciation. And there's as far as I know, Jinhong, there's no easy way to memorize whether it's an or an oo sound. Fortunately, if you said, I took your book, or I took your book, we might understand. Most Americans would probably understand. But not all Americans. Some Americans will be like, what? I took your book? What the heck is that? It's not took your book, it's I took your book. We could even add another one. I took your good book. And lots of students want to say, I took your good book. I took your good book. What is that? It's not English. I took your good book.
I took your good book.
Perfect. Fortunately, there are not too many of these words. There are not too many. Maybe 30. So you just have to memorize them.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe 50. More questions? No questions?
No.
It's too easy?
No.
Shane, can you hear me?
Oh, it sounds really good.
Perfect.
What did you do?
I changed my computer. I am using now iPad.
The iPad. The iPad is the answer.
Yeah, iPad is perfect.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Welcome.
Thank you.
Very good. Once again, we're finishing up DD71. I have a question I wanted to ask. Just a general question. If I can remember it. Talking about we are getting a little too sensitive. What do you guys think? Do you think people are too sensitive about race and culture, religion?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Zulma answered right away. Hold on a second. Sensitive about race, culture, religion, background. Zulma, you said yes. Why do you say yes?
Oh, because here is very sensitive everybody, you know.
So Australia, so you're talking about in Australia.
Yes, yes. You have to be very quiet or try to keep, I don't know, too much respect when you try to say something. Or yes, it's no easy here because everybody has a different background, different religion and culture, and then you don't know, maybe you can offend other people.
Yeah, so where you live, there are many people from different backgrounds, different races,
Yes,
different religions.
yes,
So you really have to be careful about what you say.
yes, yes, yes. For instance, when I went to the supermarket with Juan, we have to try to speak English because sometimes the people don't feel it well when you speak other language, and then yeah, it's so hard sometimes because he all the time speak with me Spanish, and then yes, outside is very hard, and try to explain to him and say, please Juan, with other people you have to speak English, please don't tell me something in Spanish, but yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's hard.
That sounds very tough.
Yes.
Do you have other friends from Spanish-speaking countries or Colombia?
Yes, yes,
Oh, that's good.
yes,
Do they live near you?
yeah.
So when you guys are together, do you speak English? Your friends, do you speak English?
No. No, no, no.
So when you guys are together, you speak Spanish and you don't care what the Australians think.
No, 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 no. Only when we are together inside at home. Outside, no. And try to keep English because it's so hard. Sometimes the people so very bad with us or something like that.
Wow,
Yay!
that's not cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
For instance, in the last Halloween, the people here doesn't like the Halloween celebration, you know. And then I put in my balcony everything, and I bought a lot of candies and waiting for kids, you know. But my neighbors don't say well, and yeah, they don't like.
Wow.
Yes, in my yes, now I have Christmas decoration and everything at home and outside because I love them. But yeah,
Well,
now I don't care what about or what I don't think the other people with me.
yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. That sounds tough. That sounds tough. Jinhong, you live in Switzerland. Is Switzerland
Yeah.
similar to Australia? Do you have to really be careful?
No. I think Switzerland is a small country, but it's also a migration country. So in my area or with my formal works, I have many colleagues there from Portugal, Spain, German, all over the world. Yes, including the local Swiss also. But so for me, the culture is really diversity.
Diverse.
So we work together. We talk everything, including the culture, religion, and so far I haven't a problem with them.
So this is what I understand. Zulma's experience in Australia is maybe Australians are more intolerant, but Jinhong's experience in Switzerland, it seems like the Swiss are quite tolerant. Is that right?
Yeah.
What about in Russia, Alex?
Oh, you know, Shane, I think that people in Russia should be more intolerant to such kind of things because
More intolerant or more tolerant?
More tolerant to other people and more sensitive to this question. I mean, because we have a lot of different nations living together, and it is not good when one nation begins to say, oh, they are not Russians or not Europeans. It is a very bad thing, and I think it should be improved somehow.
Okay, so basically, the native Russians in Moscow might also be a bit intolerant.
Yeah, some group of people, yeah. I think.
Right. Not everybody, of course.
And some people even don't like if people from other cities come to Moscow. They say that Moscow is not such a big place to host everybody.
Get out of here.
You should stay in your cities.
Wow. British people are sometimes like that. They're a little bit like that. My goodness. Well, Jaskaran, what about in India? Jaskaran.
India, no. So I don't know about whole India. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, just talk about your
Can you
area.
hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so here we are really tolerant. There's no problem. So the main, as we know, all the religions, there's a multicultural city where I live. So we even celebrate together. We celebrate Christmas, we celebrate, all those festivals, Eid, Muslims celebrate. So there is nothing, Hindus, Buddhists, you're going to find everyone.
That sounds really nice.
Yeah.
Why are you guys tolerant? What's so different?
So as I have already told you, I know about only here, but somewhere you're not going to find. You must have heard about the story. One American girl was, what we say was a victim.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I know. There are tough places.
South. Yeah, and there was a temple, and she was a tourist, and she entered to just capture some pictures, and they behaved and they did very wrong. It was in media. So some temples, some so-called religious holders, they say, there are some places, but speaking of my city, it's pretty good. We are really tolerant.
Sursa, right?
Yeah. And I know my neighbor cities also, they're also good. It's pretty good.
That's nice. Evren, what about in Turkey?
In Turkey, Shane, my country has a different cultures, but the same religion. There's no any tolerant or intolerant for the religion because of the 99% is a Muslim. But depending on the zones, depending on the
area,
regions, but the tolerant level or intolerant level is changing. But some culture is tolerant, but some cultures isn't tolerant. But generally, I can say tolerant.
Oh, that's good. I'm guessing Turkey is interesting because Turkey, the western side of Turkey is very populated, and the eastern side of Turkey is not very populated, right?
Populated?
Lots of people. Most of the people are on the west, right?
Yes. I don't understand the which way. Can you explain west and east? Populated. Popular. Yeah. Yes. The western side is the more populated.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm guessing, because personally I would like to visit Turkey. but I want to go to the eastern part, the mountains, in that area. Are Westerners welcome in that part of Turkey, or do you have any idea?
Yeah, of course. All religion is welcome to the any foreign countries people. There's no any problem. And if you have a chance to Turkey, I can meet you. I'd like to meet you, and I can help you to travel the Turkey.
Oh, that would be great. I'm very interested in Göbekli Tepe.
Black Temple, yes. This is the eastern part of Turkey.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Turkey is a different, several cultures.
Right. Yeah, Turkey is a mystery for many Americans because we're not sure if it's a very Muslim nation, but it doesn't seem as Muslim as Iraq or Saudi Arabia or Iran. So it's kind of a confusing country for many Americans.
So yes, as you said, Turkey is a Muslim country, but like a Western country. The people should not confuse the other Muslim countries.
Right,
Our country
it's different.
Has a democracy. Okay, you understand what I said?
Yes.
It's a beautiful country. Is open to all ideas, all cultures. Okay.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's great. Yeah, this is the thing. We were talking in another group yesterday, and everybody kind of agreed that people are getting a little too sensitive in many places, and in public, like Zulma said, in public, we should be careful. We should try to respect the local population, of course. But in private, if you're speaking with friends, you should be able to make a joke. People should be able to laugh at themselves first. If they can laugh at themselves, then they should be able to, have fun with other cultures and stuff too. But of course, respect is the key word. And I think that's one nice thing about the Internet. The Internet, slowly but surely, is bringing all these different races and cultures and religions together. And we discover that, Alex is no different than me. And, Alex is from Russia and I'm from America. 30 years ago, we were the enemies of each other. But there's no difference. Alex has the same dreams as I do. He's got the same family as I do. And the same with Jin Hong and everybody else. Thanks to the Internet, we can see that.
And Shen, do you think, because we talk about the things sensitive, but for me, sometimes I think it's not the problem others. Maybe it's ourselves. We are more sensitive. Normally, everything is okay. Maybe the problem is ourselves.
And I think that's what he's actually referring to. That's why he said, when somebody asks me which way is Israel, I don't fly off the handle. So what you're saying, Jin Hong, is what Jerry is also saying. Jerry's a Jew. So Jerry, if somebody says something about Israel, Jerry is fine. He doesn't get angry or upset. But then when he's talking to Winona, if he said something about Indians, Winona gets angry or upset. and it's not just Winona. It's not just it's anybody. You know, race, culture, religion. But you're right, Jinhong. It usually is the person's problem, not the sensitivity tends to be an individual thing. Yeah.
One part of our personality.
Right, right. And that's why I say, this is just my opinion. I think the most important thing is you have to be able to laugh at yourself. And that doesn't mean disrespect. It doesn't mean to disrespect yourself, but to laugh at yourself, to not always be so serious.
Shane, actually, we have to be able to know the stop point for the joking.
Very true.
For the joking.
We can say limits.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. There are limits in our conversations, in our questions, in our jokes. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, I'll go ahead and wrap up DDM 71, and we'll jump to DDM 72. DDM 72 was about the fish. I don't think anybody here today lives in an earthquake-prone area. No. Evren, you have some big earthquakes in Turkey, right?
Yes, Turkey is notorious for the earthquakes.
So in Turkey, do you have any like animal stories or special omens about when an earthquake might come?
There are some ritual like that, but any animal, fish, I don't know. I am not sure.
Nothing specific.
Yes, nothing specific, but maybe there is some activity of the sea, before earthquake and after the earthquake. That's all.
What changes? What changes?
I don't know exactly, but I'm just heard about like that. It's only not scientific base.
Okay.
Scientific base.
So there are some changes in the sea, but yeah.
Yes.
What about Zulma? Zulma, in Colombia, do you have many earthquakes?
I was live in the city. When they was suffered an earthquake in 1999.
1999.
Yes, was a terrible earthquake in this city. Hundreds of people died.
Oh boy.
I was living there after the earthquake about 4 years. Yes.
Oh, that was in Armenia.
Yes, Armenia. Yes.
In your city.
Yes.
Oh my
yes,
goodness.
And then we was living in the top of the building.
Oh,
and then
wow.
sometimes in the mornings I'm feeling a little earthquakes. Moved. Yes, it was so scared.
Oh wow.
I never like this. Yeah. This sensation is so hard because all the time I do remember what happened many years ago, and then yes, all of the tragedy come to my mind, and then yes.
Wow, yeah. Is it common for earthquakes to come to Colombia?
Pardon?
are earthquakes common in Colombia?
Yes, yes. This area has a big fault. Yes.
Right, big fault line.
Yes, yes, yes. And then all the time are the feeling movements, yes, earthquakes. No, yeah, it's, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. So, do you have any stories like oarfish stories in Colombia?
No, I never knows about this.
Okay, so that is something new, yeah. Very interesting. Whether this oarfish story is true, I hope not. Nobody wants to see California disappear. Let's go ahead and read through this story first. And let me start with Evren. Evren, can you read the first paragraph, please?
Marina biologists are hoping their hard work will help unlock the mystery behind a rare finding oceanside. Scientists spent the day dissecting an oarfish, one of two that turned up on southern California beaches last week. New 60010 news reporter Ashley DiMartino explained why some believe the appearance of the oarfish means that San Diego should brace themselves for the big one.
All right. Alexander.
Okay. A strange occurrence is not only one, but two of the rarest creatures from the deep blue sea wash ashore in the same week in Catalina and Oceanside.
And Jaskaran.
I can't see it. Okay. Oarfish are one of these strange exotic fish that really catch people's attention. So when they do appear, they lead to speculation.
Great. Chinhong?
Like a sea serpent myth, according to traditional Japanese lore, the oarfish will surface and then beach themselves to show signs of an impending earthquake.
Very good. Sergey, are you there? Sergey says I'm here only to watch. Okay. Zurman.
There's a big difference between suggesting something like that and actually showing what did and any more sense. What did it feel that we didn't feel that told us about a coming event?
Very good, very good. And back to Evren.
The Wiki Telegraph newspaper reported that after the big earthquakes in March of 2010 in Haiti and Taiwan, that 10 oarfish wash up in Japan. Problem is the big earthquake in Japan didn't happen until exactly a year later in March of 2011.
Great job. Alexander?
There is no scientific proof or theories that bottom-dwelling fish may be susceptible to movement in seismic fault lines.
Very good. Jazz?
The picture is okay. The problem for earthquake prediction is you can't just go out and watch them for the earthquake coming next year, because the earthquake might be 100 years away, and that's the difficulty in trying to observe animals and see how they behave for an earthquake.
Good job. Jinhong?
Studies have been done on other animals sensing earthquakes before they happen.
And Zulma, finish it out.
That elephant sensed something and went up here. Still so many questions left unanswered, but scientists are hoping to figure out soon. Ashley DeMartino, 10 News.
Very good, guys. Let's go back to the top. And let me go to Everin first. This is confusing. This is the title of the program, and this is the job title. So these are two different things. So new at 6 o'clock, 10 News reporter, Ashley DeMartino. New at 6 o'clock, 10 News reporter, Ashley DeMartino. One more time, Everin.
New at 6 o'clock, 10 News reporter Ashley DeMartino
Explains why some believe the appearance of the oarfish
the appearance of the oarfish
means that San Diegans should brace themselves for the big one. Sounds great. One more time, please. The whole thing.
New at 6 o'clock, 10 News reporter Ashley DeMartino explains why some believe the appearance of the oarfish means that San Diegans should brace themselves for the big one.
It sounds much better. Sounds much, much better. Somewhat. In this case, somewhat. Some people. Oops. This should. Yeah. But once again, we just leave that out. Yeah, but that's the nuance. Great job. Let me go to Alex. A strange occurrence.
A strange occurrence.
Very good. And it's more of an a strange occurrence.
A strange occurrence.
As not only one, but two of the rarest creatures.
As not only one, but two of the rarest creatures.
Very good. Let's start again. A strange occurrence as not only one, but two of the rarest creatures.
A strange occurrence. Not only the one, but the rarest creatures.
Okay, one more time in English.
Okay. A strange occurrence is not only one, but two of the rarest creatures.
Okay, that was better. Now let's look at intonation. A strange occurrence has not only one, but two of the rarest creatures. So here's your intonation.
A strange occurrence is not only one, but two of the rarest creatures.
There you go. That sounded much better. Wash ashore in the same week.
Wash ashore in the same week.
Very good. Get that TH. Good job. Good job. Everyone had no problem. Is this? I think this was Jinhong. Yeah, Jinhong. Jazz had no problem. Beach themselves, Jinhong.
Beach themselves.
Good. Beach themselves to show signs of an impending earthquake.
Beach themselves to show signs of an impending earthquake.
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 There you go. Get that TH. Good job.
Thank you.
And I think this was Everin again. The UK's Telegraph newspaper.
The UK's Telegraph newspaper.
Telegraph. Good. And I think you said after. There you go. Reported that after the big earthquakes. Perfect. And how do you pronounce this country?
Haiti.
Yeah. Anybody know the American pronunciation?
Haiti.
Haiti. That's right. Haiti.
Haiti.
Taiwan. Japan. Good. Didn't happen until exactly a year later. So in this phrase right here, which word should get emphasized? These two. So can you say it again?
Didn't happen until exactly a year later.
There you go. Very good. Alex, there's no scientific proof.
There is no scientific proof or theories that bottom-dwelling fish.
Good. Bottom-dwelling fish.
Bottom-dwelling fish.
May be susceptible.
May be susceptible.
Very good. Very good. Can you try it one more time, please?
There is no scientific proof or theories that bottom-dwelling fish may be susceptible to movement in seismic fault lines.
Good job. And more of an AW. Fault lines. Fault lines.
Fault lines.
Good job. Good job. And Jaskaran, you said might be 100 years away, but we can't say 100 years away. Might be 100 or 100. Might be 100 years away or might be 100 years away. One more time.
Yeah, the earthquake might be 100 years away.
There you go. So just remember, whenever you see this number, we have to say 100 or 100, okay?
Okay, thank you.
And Jinhong, this word again.
Earthquakes.
Perfect. And Zulma, so many questions left unanswered.
So many questions left unanswered.
Unanswered. That sound again. Unanswered.
Unanswered.
There you go. The un gets the accent. One more time. So many questions left unanswered.
So many questions left unanswered.
Very good. Very good. Questions about the beautiful, delicious-looking oarfish.
Is it beautiful?
What do you think? Look at this guy. Isn't that beautiful?
They are stupid.
He looks like an angel.
That's why they want to fly with it.
It's really scary.
Shane,
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question.
Yes, Everett.
Seismic or seismic?
Seismic.
That's correct.
The American pronunciation, seismic. Seismic.
Seismic. Okay. Thank you.
If anybody saw this fish or was fishing and they caught this fish, or they went to the market and they saw this fish, who would want to eat this fish?
No.
Nobody?
I will give it a try.
You'll give it a try?
Yeah. What's gonna happen?
That's
Attack the our word.
No. At least she's giving me a message last quick. Let's eat it before it.
very good. Yeah, actually, this is an, we don't eat it. It's inedible.
Oh.
And why it is uneatable? Because it is poisoned or...
No, yeah, hold on. Let's check it out here. Is the oarfish edible? Its flesh is a gelatinous flesh. I don't know if you understand that, but it's like a jelly. It's a type of a gel. And it's not considered edible. So they say that the fish is not considered edible because of the texture of the meat. But like Jaskaran said, might as well give it a try. I think it might be similar to squid. Has anybody ever eaten squid?
Squid.
What's that?
I'll show
It's
you.
famous in Japan.
It's famous in Japan. I think it's famous in, I know it's famous in Korea, and I think it's famous in China too.
I heard about
The smaller one.
This one.
This one. Yes.
Oh.
But Shen, I remember in Asia market we have one kind of fish like oarfish, but much smaller. It's like about. How to say this one in English?
Is it the eel?
No, not this one.
Write it
It's
in
really
Chinese.
tiny shape like oarfish, but it's really for like about.
Write it down in Chinese or write it down in the chat room, and I'll see if I can search.
I don't know how to write in Chinese.
Jinhong.
Because no, Stan, you misunderstand. For me, I can write in Chinese, but for me, I have another problem. If I change the keyboard, I should wait about 20 minutes. I don't know why. Yeah, it's
What's the sound? Say the word. What's the sound? What's the word?
带鱼. It's really longer. It's like about.
And this is
Yes,
the meat.
the second one. Yes.
Yeah. This is eel. It's a type of eel.
No, Shen.
No, we eat it. We eat it in Korea too. It's called jango.
The name is not the fish of. No, it's not this one. No.
This is what.
This one is wrong. Is round, but I mentioned it's flat.
It's flat.
Yeah.
Okay. Dayu. I don't know. I'm not sure. Whoa. That's not what I want.
No, it's not this one. It's really the tiny shade of oil fish.
Huh.
No, it's not this one.
Oh.
It's really delicious. No.
No. I don't know, Jinhong. That's homework for you. I want you to try and find out.
Yeah, I will tell you next time because I can't find this one in Europe.
Okay.
Just in the Pacific.
Only in the Pacific. The oarfish lives in every ocean. The oarfish is in all the oceans. It says here in the picture, found in all oceans except the polar regions, which means not in the North Pole and not in the South Pole, but it's in all the oceans. It's a really ugly fish. I'm sorry.
But this picture is so nice, like angel.
Like an angel. An angel from hell. It goes up to 18 meters.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible?
About 50 feet? Or more?
That's right, 50 feet. Yep. Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness.
That really is a sea serpent.
Oh my goodness.
Any questions? You guys are very quiet today.
No, how much do you think the story mentioned in this news is right?
Means
About
sometimes animals
Japan.
are intelligent than human.
Well, you know, I don't know about this story, but, and I don't think it's intelligence. However, regarding our physical senses, we all know humans are pretty senseless. Dogs can hear, cats can hear, dogs can smell so many things, you know. So I think animals are definitely much more in tune with the earth, whereas humans are in tune with our feelings. We're very internal, but animals are much more external, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here it's very common that my grandfather used to say when something is going to happen in nature, dogs start running around and sniffing and staring into the space for a long time. The dog doesn't move for a long time, just stares and just observes the signs.
And then your grandpa said that means the dog is sensing something in nature.
Yeah, something is going to happen.
Do you have earthquakes?
Do
you have earthquakes in Sursa?
Not that high, means they're not that much intensified, but just okay. We have some shakes or some quakes, that's it. The frequency is really low. It's okay, safe.
Right. Yeah, these are the fault lines, and we can see Zulma is from over here in Colombia, and Evren is over here in Turkey. Yeah, Evren is surrounded by fault lines over here, and Zulma's got the big Nazca fault line over here. California, of course, everybody knows. Japan, very bad. In Korea, very calm. Where I'm from, I never experienced an earthquake. In Korea, I experienced one earthquake. I think it was 3.2. The animals didn't do anything. I never noticed animals running or sniffing or staring off into space. Yeah. Scary stuff.
Yes.
Well, I hope you guys, of course, never have to go through something terrible. Zulma went through a big earthquake there in Colombia. That's very scary. We have another student, Berta, and she's from Mexico. And Mexico had a really severe earthquake a long time ago, in 1985, I think. And I think she was there at that time. I'm not sure if she was there, though. Mexico City, 1985, yeah, earthquake. And then, of course, Japan.
But we have yours.
What's that?
So here we have a sandstorm desert, because I live on the ledge of desert, and that's really terrible. Really, sometimes even cars are on the roof. It's really, really terrible.
Wow!
The cars, yeah, it's really sandstorm. You can't even go out. I think 2 years back, we go back, and it was really terrible. Oh my God!
Wow!
One tree having trunks diameter, you can say more than 20, or you can say the 2 meters diameter of a tree. It was uprooted completely.
2 meters diameter tree.
Yeah.
Uprooted.
It's very big. Yeah.
From a sandstorm.
Yeah. It was first time in my life, and second time in my father's life.
That's
because
scary.
we're living in yes, because on the edge of Thar Desert, it arises from there, and it was really big.
Wow.
Many people were found on the trees. Oh my goodness.
A lot of people died.
And no forecast, weather people, nobody has said, predicted this.
Wow.
Everybody was failed. No animal, no even science.
No oarfish.
Suddenly it arose from the middle of Thar Desert. some said it was. It was really funny negotiations here. They said, no, it's a spirit team. Evil spirits started running through these areas. Many things were going on.
Oh, yeah, I mean, for you know, especially a long time ago, how else can they explain it? It's such a mystery. Yeah. Sergey is adding, if you guys can see the chat comments, pigs are very intelligent. They can search for truffles. Yeah. Once again, animals are much more sensitive than humans.
Yeah, in Indian history, elephants were I think, used to know the enemy force. They
Oh,
start
really?
shaking their ears. Yeah, they start shaking their blood of their ears.
Wow. They can sense the
Rolling their
enemy,
back.
like the human enemy?
Yeah, the average distance is mentioned in the book is 21 miles. 21 miles away. They
Amazing.
can start, yeah.
They can start hearing the enemy coming.
Yes, and they start just vibrations. It's the reason that there's some sort of horses are running and they can feel the vibration. And I think it's kind of true. And they start rolling.
Wow.
Because I think you must have read the story of Alexander. The elephants were taken in armies, first in India.
Right.
So maybe they have done this.
This is the earthquake that Zulma experienced in Armenia. Is that right, Zulma?
Yes, really. Yes.
Wow.
All the city was destroyed at this time, but this city now, the name is a miracle city in Colombia because the city was reconstructed very quickly after this earthquake.
Wow. Look at that. Look at the roads.
Yes, and still you can feel movement. Some say every, I don't know, month or yes, because close to the city has a volcano, a big volcano.
A big what?
Volcano, I don't know what.
A volcano. Volcano.
Yes, 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 yes. But the problem with the cause with this earthquake is a line fall
Oh.
because the city was over.
Scary stuff. Nevado del Ruiz.
Yes.
So now you live in Australia. Do you feel safer in Australia?
Oh, the last year. I said what happened. I was far away and then I came here. Doesn't feeling earthquakes or something like that. The last year I was feeling a little bit earthquake. Yeah.
All right. Well, Everett, I'm glad that you got your iPad working and that the connection is finally good.
Yes, yes, Shane.
I'm glad that you're back with us. Keep joining with the iPad.
Thank you, Shane.
All right. Jaskaran, as always, it's great to hear from you. Jinhong, the same. Sergey, thank you for the comments about the pigs. Alexander, are you still there? Yes, Alexander.
Yeah, I'm here.
Good. It's always great to talk with you, and the same with Zulma. If you have any other questions, go ahead now, or I'm going to wrap up today's Hangout.
Oh, Shane.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes, I will see you again next week, and be sure to bring questions if you have any, and we'll practice the assignments again. Okay?
I have the last question.
Yes, go ahead.
the pronunciation is a one word. Is Haiti. Is
yes, Haiti.
Haiti.
Yeah, it sounds like it's, we change it to it's that flap T. So it actually sounds like Haiti. Haiti. Haiti.
Haiti. Haiti.
Got it? You have to say it quickly though. Haiti.
Haiti.
There you go.
Oh, okay. It's a strange for me.
I think in Korea they say IT. IT. What do you say in Colombia?
Yes, I say IT. IT.
Yeah. I think only in America do we say Haiti.
Okay, Haiti.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sergey asks, what are you drinking? Caramel macchiato. You guys have a fantastic week, and I'll see you again next Saturday or Sunday rather, at 6:30 p.m. South Korea time, and I'm not sure what time for you specifically. You guys have a great day, okay?
And you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care,
Thank
Efren.
you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.